Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis update of commodities. We'll work our way through the dollar, yields, precious metals, and commodities ETFs that I follow. I'll interject my financial opinions as we go through it. If you need help with anything, check out finding-value.com. We've got a Sunday question and answer session coming up at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. We still have a special discount coupon code. Specials the code. You get larger savings on the yearly membership and a 50% discount on the first month only on the monthly membership. So let's dive in, take a look, see what's going on today. Looking at the DXY, the relative strength indicator is what I call it. This still looks good to go higher. All I see is a falling pennant formation that looks ready to break higher. So the dollar looks good to break and move higher. And these arrows I put up a good chunk ago, probably put it up during this breakout period there. I would say that this entire area changed this day there because now we've got downward facing patterns, and that's exactly what I look for that. I call that the stair step pattern. No, I did not read that in a book. I just noticed this pattern as you look at charts over and over. Most of the other times you'll see large selling pressure candlesticks. They come on down. You get these big selling pressure candlesticks, and then usually things face upward, and then they fall downward. And that changed that relationship with this candlestick there. The 2-year yield working its way on up, and you can also use and combine many charts. You could say, well, the dollar, probably bottomed around the 7th of April. So let's see, we can go back. There's the 22nd of April, 7th of April. Oh, wow. So it actually went down here. And that was that disconnect between a weaker dollar and increasing interest rates. But the 2-year yield working its way on up. We have a up day today with this kind of reversal candlestick that showed up yesterday. We'll see if there's any follow through. This is not follow through here. That is a strong day today because it reversed off its bottom. We have the 10-year yield. It could still fall. We've got a reversal candlestick here, and we'll see what the follow through looks like and how strong it is. And then we've got a 30-year yield. Again, we've got this small inverted bloody nose. It still looks good to go lower, but we'll see what the follow through, how much punch the sellers have here. Well, it'd be the buyers of bonds. It's because this is interest rates. So when people buy bonds, interest rates fall. And we'll see how much of a punch maybe that Besant or Powell has, whoever's buying these things. TLT, bond prices, slightly higher. It gapped up in the morning and then came back down throughout the morning. You can see a lot of these candlesticks, they kind of gap up and then sell off, gap up and sell off. It's kind of weird that we're having so many of these candlesticks. 2-year yield divided by the 10-year yield, this is still going up. This is inversion of the yield curve. So the 2-year was up quite a lot more than the 10-year. And you know what? This is a falling wedge with a bunch of reversal candlesticks here looking like it wants to go higher. So the recession people, they need this to fall. They need the 2-year to dramatically fall against the 10-year. And that is not at least what we're seeing here recently. TYX TNX ratio is moving sideways. No help here for gold. And with the stronger dollar and stronger yields, gold did sell off some. So gold sold off 32 bucks an ounce, roughly speaking. So when you want to look at these things, topping patterns, you generally get a big wick at the top. Now that's not a huge wick. That looks like a smaller wick reversal, and there wasn't a ton of follow through. What you'll see on tops, we can go back to a previous top, like a big old top. You'll see a strong selling pressure move. So you'll get like some wicks at the top here. There's one, little bit, not too much. But then you'll see a small selling pressure move, and then you'll see us struggle to go up. And then you'll see more selling pressure as things get hit. So it's those big red candlesticks and then the small greens that go up in it. That potentially could be a consolidation or a topping pattern or something like that. And that ended up being a large consolidation here, and then eventually it rolled on lower. But that's also part of the cycle. Gold doesn't do well in a recovery phase of real estate. But that's what we're looking for. We're looking for evidence or signs of that potentially occurring. Now, I still think we're going higher, but that's what we're looking for if it were to roll over. Now, silver's down a little bit today. It does have that little bit of esque where you get these big selling pressure candlesticks. We've come on up. So it makes me think that it's possible to do like a second double bottom, uh, something like that. But we're not coming from the top side down. So it's not really a double bottom. You could also look at it from a different perspective and say, no, it's bullish. The bullish would be this move up and it's a flag pattern. And that's probably the better way to look at it. But we are sitting next to these big red smoke down candlesticks. And whenever you get next to these things, be careful because they like to get follow through. But this is holding on so far, and it is a flag pattern. So short term, it's a tough call because you've got two conflicting pieces of information. You have a flag pattern in the short term, but also you're sitting next to strong selling pressure. Longer term, I'm bullish silver, massively bullish. Platinum still chopping sideways in this big squeeze up. Looks good, and eventually I think we'll break higher. We're sitting on the cost curve. The cost curve is right here. You can see that we're bouncing. It might be a little bit higher than that. Sorry, the cost curve's like there. And we've been bouncing into the cost curve, and we've been pulling back on production. Palladium, we're at support, and it's down just a little bit today. And we've broken through the downtrend. Still looks good. I'm going to put the upward arrow there. XE to gold ratio up a little bit today, and again, still at a very cheap level for gold and silver mining companies divided by gold. Still a huge runway. Nothing's changed. GDX down slightly, down 0.3%. I'm still leaving the arrow there. I think this is scribing out a pattern. And that pattern, we can change it with some better, it's downward facing. And we'll see what this looks like. It could be a flag pattern or something like that. But it's still going to work its way on up eventually. GDXJ looks good too. We're down today, but you can see the reversal in the candlestick. It's an up candlestick. We gapped down and then we came back up throughout the day. So people are buying it, and it's coming up with upward momentum. So I'm going to leave that upper arrow. SILJ, same thing. It looks good. We'll see if we can get some momentum here. We don't want to. Well, I'm not. No, it's okay. Even if we do fall below that, it's fine. Crude oil up 0.26%. To me, this looks like a shoulder that is playing out, and I think that's the case, and it will eventually resolve upward. TTF gas down slightly, but again, we're sitting on top of a falling wedge, up. Natural gas, we've pulled back from resistance. We're still pulling back down 1.25%, and we are potentially consolidating. Some people say, well, this is a shoulder that's playing out. Maybe. Potentially, we'll see what the follow-through looks like if that is the case. Looking at XOP, yeah, you know me, down 0.1%. Not much selling pressure, keeping the arrow there. This could be some sort of flag pattern, whatever pattern it decides to make. Still looks bullish. OIH also, not much selling pressure, still looks bullish. Maybe it's just filling this gap there, which it did. And I think we could eventually see this work our way on up. Newcastle coal futures, another one that is putting in a falling wedge or something of that kind. And we could see it eventually work our way on up. We'll see what occurs. And again, guys, in the very short term, these things can bounce around. And you can look wrong a lot in the short term. That's why I don't trade short term. But I think we'll stay above that support. We're sitting above support. Sprott Physical Uranium Trust getting a little bit of selling pressure today. That is a bearish engulfing candlestick, unfortunately, and we could see a consolidation, which is possible. Doesn't mean 100% in the back. Maybe we consolidate for some degree here. We'll see what the follow through looks like. Who knows what this thing looks like? But that is a bearish candlestick that we just got today. It's called a bearish engulfing. The uranium futures price is just moving sideways. Still looks bullish. URA, the equities, a little small bearish engulfing candlestick. But again, wait for follow through. The trend is up. We potentially have broken that trend. So if you look, what you want to look for is that trend line break. We just saw that trend break there. See that? And this is the upper end. And we've broken that trend, and now we want to see what kind of follow through there is. But most technical analysis people, they sell at a heartbeat. They probably run from it, but I'm not that. I like the long term, and I think we've got good support here, and maybe we come back and hit support. Uranium also starting to sell off a little bit, so we can take this off, and we're getting some selling pressure there. We've got support coming across here. That's probably where we'll end up doing a back test. I'm going to leave the arrow, the up arrow, until we break that support to the downside. I'll leave the up arrow there. URNJ, that one is breaking support. Of course, we got the up arrow. I didn't look at this beforehand, but we're breaking down a little bit. We'll see if we can get some support here. It is a larger selling pressure candlestick as well. We've got nickel down 0.75%, chopping sideways. We've got copper above support. It's selling off, squeezing into this corner here, going back and forth. COPX is down 1.44 right at support. We've got lithium, again, small selling pressure candlestick, still looks good to go higher with time. REMX, it's the same thing, above support, small selling pressure candlestick. It looks okay to go higher with time. Iron ore still squeezing up. It's still squeezing in its little deal here. We've got aluminum down slightly, and that's in an inverted flag pattern that could potentially sell off to the downside. The Baltic Dry Index is up 3%. I drew this a while back, but I think it's probably consolidating in this wedge. We've got 1, 2, 3, and then maybe we can pop out of it like that. That is a possibility. So falling wedge for Baltic Dry Index. Emerging markets looking strong with a strong dollar. It's holding on. So that looks bullish. Yeah, bullish. We've got MU up 1.2%. This thing is getting lit. It's killing it. Looking great. Looking great. And then I like that we broke out of here. Kind of this double bottom deal with the slingshot engaged. This is a slingshot. It fakes everybody out, and then it squeezes them all up to the upside. You can see my big arrow. There's the big arrow. There you go. KRE down a little bit right on top of support. Just chopping sideways. Home builders are up 1.7. Looks good to go higher. This is just a retest. That's all that was. Don't get all your pennies in a bundle there. Russell 2000 up 0.9. Looking good to go higher. S&P 500 going on up 0.7%. We've got NASDAQ up 0.52. Those all look good. No reversal candlesticks, nothing like that. SMCI up 5%, putting in the big double bottom, looking like it's ready to try to work its way on up. We've got NVIDIA up a little bit, and that's broken its downtrend, looking good. Bitcoin's up 0.5% underneath resistance, and you're most likely going to see a breakout to the upside of some large green candlestick at some point, would be my guess. Ethereum also looking good, doing consolidation things, and that will look good to break higher as well. And I'm just drawing that in there. It could be, a bigger sideways action like this before breaking. I don't exactly know the time. This is just a bullish formation as this thing scribes out whatever pattern it's going to scribe out. MicroStrategy, it's still consolidating. I've got the little arrow there, slightly lower. And that's a downward facing pattern is basically what I am guessing what it will do. And I don't know what it will look like. I'll just throw that there. Who knows? I'm just guessing. But that's a bullish formation. The VIX is down 3.2% with those things going on up. So that looks good for the VIX, for things to go higher. But that's what I've got for today, guys. Give me a thumb up for the content. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the website. We've got the question and answer session coming up on Sunday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Use that special coupon code if you'd like to sign up, get some savings, or swap from a monthly to a yearly membership. That'll also get you savings if you'd like. And that's all I've got for today. So we'll catch you next time. This is Finding Value.